According to the statistics released by WHO, 1.3 billion people smoke. That is to say, 23.39% of the global population smoke. And every year, 8 million people die out of smoking. That includes 1.2 million people who just are exposed to smoking. They don't smoke, secondhand smoking. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Isa Lagari, and today I will take you through a trial and tribulation of my fight against smoking addiction. As heart-wrenching as it sounds, the truth of the matter is that I started smoking at a very adolescent age of 13 years. I was influenced by a 16-year class fellow. I then further influenced another two class fellows of mine, namely Samir and Suhail. I wanted to become a football player. I was passionate about sports. I also had passion to become an athlete. But as you can imagine, I could not succeed. And you know the reason why. Fast forward to the year 2000, I got married. And between the years of 01 and 04, I was blessed with 2 children. That was the time when I started contemplating and planning that I should quit smoking. A friend of mine wisely suggested me, why don't you switch to hubbly bubbly, shisha? It's better than smoking. And another friend of mine suggested me to switch on to cigars. Thank God, from bad to worse, I embraced both, the cigar and the hubbly bubbly, the shisha as well. Many years went by and the financial crisis hit in 2009. My business nosedived, and so did my health, because I became a chain smoker. Few years down the road, I was putting on weight. I became 107 kgs. One night, my family was traveling, and it was around 2012. I was trying to get some sleep, and somehow I felt breathing difficulties. I felt that my lungs are swelling, my throat was blocked with this mucus, and I couldn't inhale, I neither could exhale. So it was a near-death experience for me. I quickly rolled over, grabbed the bottle in my hand, and took few sips, and that gave me a sigh of relief. But that was a moment for me to take a decision. It was a tipping point in my life. So I took 2 action steps. Number 1, I decided, now whenever I want to smoke, I will go and buy a new pack of cigarette and just smoke 1 cigarette and crush the other 19 and throw away the pack. At least I will feel the pain of losing money. And believe me, it worked. And my second step was that I will seek help from my 2 friends that I mentioned, Samir and Suhail, so that we can work as a team. And deep in my heart, I had that guilt of influencing them to smoke. I said, why don't I just bring them back, to non-smoking? I met them, but my plea fell to their deaf ears. As the saying goes, you can bring the horse to the well, but you can't make him drink. I moved forward in life. Couple of years later, in 2014, I managed to start my business again with another common friend of ours. And I was excited, so I called Samir and I called Suhail to invite them to my office. Suhail was apparently traveling. Samir wasn't answering my call. I called Arif and I told him he was a common friend. So I asked Arif, where the hell is Samir? I cannot reach him. With sorrowful face and grief in his voice, he told me, Isa, don't you know what happened to Samir? I said, God, no, I don't know. What happened? Tell me. He told me he passed away. This hit me like a ton of bricks. I was devastated. I was told that one day at work, he took a break for a cigarette smoke, and apparently while he was having a couple of puffs, he passed down. And by the time the ambulance came, he was pronounced dead. He left behind wife, and 2 children. May his soul rest in peace. The same year, in 2014, on December 31st at 11:55 p.m., I took this audacious decision that I'm going to quit smoking forever. I bought that new packet of cigarette. I pulled one cigarette, I smoked, I crushed the other 13, I threw them, and by the time clicked 12, ladies and gentlemen, from that day till this day, 8 years have passed, and I've successfully managed to quit smoking. Not only that, I've also quit passive smoking. Chronologically, I may be heading towards my 50th birthday, but biologically, I feel that I'm 25 years old. Ladies and gentlemen, all I can say at the end that cherish the gifts and the gifts of health that is bestowed upon you. Back to you, the Toastmaster. Thank you very much.